Alright. The sound has got to be fucking terrible right now. I don't even want to go look.
Hello, everyone, as the postseason continues here on E. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now a play fake here on first down. As it completes to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. There's the stiff arm. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Runs over him, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back in the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there. It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And this time he is in. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Huskies are on the board first here in this division round matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side. And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Running it with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Big play there. 81 yards. And the Huskies go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a bad
Claims made without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. What evidence does the Bible provide that any of the claims are true in regards to miracles? A human can be born with one human parent. What evidence is there that the Bible provides that that is even possible? It's crazy, dude. Christians are wild.
So we are in the final minute now of the first.
What the fuck? Where are we out on the field?
up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've come upon half.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
I wonder how much longer I'm gonna wait. Interesting. You guys like how the Bluetooth just shuts off? It's very nice. Very nice. I finally got it recorded. So excited for that. Hell yeah. Now I got evidence of it happening. Should we put this where it's in camera? Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete.
What was it? Claims without evidence can be excused without evidence?
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So answer my question.
There it is. There it is.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he gone.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yay!
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and
My Bluetooth acts
down to the 29-yard
so abnormal.
from the gun. They'll try to run it, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Compared to the week off, hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you take the spirit away from another team and they're trying to build a
Claims without evidence
with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get
can
that
be
feel.
dismissed without evidence? I forgot that. I forgot it.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
So what evidence does the Bible provide that the claims made about miracles are possible other than supernatural? Ruh-roh. No evidence.
Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get it out to midfield.
No evidence behind claim. No evidence needed to dismiss claim.
Feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told him,
Ruh-roh.
run around the offensive line in pregame.
Oh shit.
Ground shaking, so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, dude, OBS slows the computer down. I don't have to deal with this laggy bullshit on TikTok.
Behind the line. One
That's
quarter
crazy.
remains for a
Whatever.
trip
I'm
to
still
the
gonna win.
NFC title game. Back now here
Ooh, what evidence? God is immaterial. What evidence can he provide that immaterial can create material?
ready to begin with the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
So God is immaterial. And then if the claim is God created everything, so that would mean that immaterial things can create material things. So what evidence do Christians have that that claim is even possible?
That's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're going right back to Walker. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. From the gun, it's Walker. Powers through it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Fitz now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference
It sounds like dude is taking his
The
shit.
printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend.
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Family's going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
This is so fucking boring. I'm just sitting here fucking waiting. I'm not bound by the computer's limitation.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tackler. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, comes the runner, gets past the marker.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Woo! And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown Husky.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent.
This is so fucking boring, waiting.
They'll begin here on the ground. That run clip for 8 does it. A very quick first down.
This offense has to be thrown, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Oh,
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to...
on the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll take this to about the 28. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Throw to the right flat. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fields drops to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's the option, running right, and he'll give it up on the pitch. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Touchdown, Huskies.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top tier back in the NFL, Mike,
Still waiting.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Connecting with the tight end. That's Ben.
so the whole thing is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll get what they take.
Has an opening. Past the 40. Inside the 20. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A huge play just before the half. That is a 74-yard gain.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. First and 10. Lots of space. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. It's a touchdown. David is set for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Oh, yeah. They get another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points. Mike, he got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he's got another one.
Oh my lord, this is getting boring. I just decided to record this because it's the first time that like a little bit of a duck, dive, dodge, and duck has been taking place.
There he goes, inside the 30. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5.
I'm not bringing you up because your name. Free moves, please. Just curious.
And he'll take it on in. Jacob Howie.
What's wrong with noodles?
Touchdown, Husky.
One of my favorite lines in movie quote history is when that one corrupt cop is talking to that one not corrupt cop on a day of training, and he talks and he says it's always the women and innocent women and children who are catching strays in their noodles.
Hill's trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks.
I'm almost ready to go up in difficulty.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion. After this. 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38 with those chains. First down. And a good job following his blockers.
The Christian doctrine explains that there's an afterlife. What sensory input data system is used to experience heaven or hell? If experiencing while alive, we use our senses, touch, feel, sight, sound, whatever, to experience while on earth and alive. When the body dies, that sensory input data system also dies. So what system replaces the dead one in order to experience hell?
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it.
I have the worst posture right
No matter
now.
what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He runs. So the fans gonna head home
I feel like fucking Forrest Gump at the White House. Dude.
What
What do you say for yourself, son? I gotta pay.
They claim the George Hallis Trophy. Champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl.
Fucking hell, man. Oh my god. When two contradictory claims are made, how is the trueness of one established over the other one? What system? Because the Bible has claims that it makes that contradicts science. So if there are contradictory claims being made, how do we establish which one is true? Just curious. Consistently. Consistency is key. Don't argue with me. God damn it. So the Bible is allowed to make claims without evidence, but I'm not allowed to in a debate. If I don't provide evidence, if I don't meet the same standard that the Bible applies, then I'm wrong. That's fucking wild.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Makes the Brandon pass left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that,
Pizza,
it's taking
kielbasa,
advantage of a
sausage.
matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Money. That's all.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's stopped. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Money, bitch. That's what I'm about. You know, my money, so I never dish it out. It goes money over bitches, cause bitches I do it down, and I ain't gotta make the ring, cause I ain't never
We've
in the
reached the
doubt.
end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Just 3-0 is up. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62, just moments away. Throwing on 3rd and long. Teams getting out
Damn,
there, ready to resume
that was
play.
way
And
slow.
he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Number
It was the
3.
rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. They gave him just enough room to run.
And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Money, bitch. That's what I'm about. So I never dish it out. It goes money over bitches, cause bitches I do it that, and I ain't gotta make it right, cause I ain't never in the doubt.
No throw to begin this drive. Chase down to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Pushing for the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Has the touchdown. The Huskies tie it. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's complete. Here's Cowie. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate.
Isn't prayer a form of manifestation?
This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
If 2 billion people manifest something to be true, does it mean or make it true? No, absolutely not. It means 2 billion people are wrong. That's crazy. So 2 billion people have the power of God to make false things true. It's right up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run, well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Running back sent in motion left. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. The drive will start out with a first and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10. Smith and Jigba right side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give to Tracy up the middle. At the lane inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That's sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated effort.
first time out. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. They give it to him again. Another big rip for him. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Back to the well again. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Setting up for the kneel down on third. The whole season has led to this moment. He takes the knee, let the celebration begin.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. Now you can enjoy the victory.
The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Pass play now. If they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game, they didn't need it, but they will take it anyway.
Fuck the Steelers.
Slipping Jimbo with the touchdown. That
whole
one might not sit
manifestation,
so
how
well
does
with
it
everybody
right think of
down on the
something
field.
hard
Maybe
enough
some of his own guys.
Oh, let the Bluetooth turn back on. Giggity, giggity, goo.
Just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they use every last second available.
And the Lombardi Trophy. is
There
on
has to be a
the
God.
field.
If you make a contingency argument, then there has to be a God because the whole argument is based on there being a hierarchy of contingency. Wow. What a phenomenal argument, dude. Like, for real, I don't even know this shit. I consider myself ignorant. But
Our entire team here at EA Sports, from my partner Brock Fewer here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for
I'm still
watching.
waiting,
And I'll wait to
so,
catch y'all again
yeah.
next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.
so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to join the talk. Oh, I gotta pee. Alright.